What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Skady. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is Player. The map is Oasis. Ooh, you hate to see that depth there from that zebra, but the map is Oasis. And this is a best of 9. A best of 9 in this day and age. These guys are crazy. It's currently 1-1. Skady just leveled the series in that last game there. Nice play from him in order to take it. What's this map? We've got what looks to me like Painted Desert. It's another map that I'm very questionable about. I don't like it the best because I am a originalist. And stop changing my game, guys. Let's go back to the OG game where everything was fun and good and dandy and a good time, you know? But nah, to be real, lots of really cool things in this game have happened over the years via the community, input and changes by the community. So good job on us. We'll see what this game is going to entail, though. Again, Painted Desert being a bigger map than normal does have some, or does pose some challenges for the Hades player. And we'll see. The home gold mine, generally speaking, Hades is completely fine with whatever you give him in terms of a base because he's got the sentinels in order to help out, but good sentry towers to guard his home gold mine. Town center wise, this one does not secure this hunt. This one does not secure this hunt either, which is actually really bad for player. Same thing for Skady here. His town centers don't secure a hunt. So we may not see an early second town center on this map from either player as well. And we'll see if... the other thing we'll have to wait and see is if player is going to try a different strategy here. He went for the double hoplites on Frozen Waste where the hunt is decent. And this is a Painted Desert where the hunt is arguably the same as Frozen Waste. It's kind of decent. It's like a medium high hunt map with a good starting hunt and good secondary hunt, and then a potential third hunt that you can have where it starts becoming really difficult to get it. So it's sort of almost, it would be high hunt if the hunt was all close, but because it's kind of further away from your base, it's almost like a medium high hunt map. But we'll see how they go. The hoplite flake sort of makes sense because of that, but we'll see. Wadjet Eye over here on the map. This is the Myth Units Reduction Relic. We also have the Eye of Ornlu. Hypaspist hack damage increase for this one. Probably won't make a difference in this game because generally speaking, the hoplites don't make a showing in the Greek mirror. Or at least if they do make a showing, it's pretty much simply just because Poseidon players want to upgrade their militia, and upgrading the hoplites, so why not build some hoplites while you're at it? So we will see. Temple coming up now for player, and I assume Skady also has a temple. We already see the Theseus out, so obviously going to be looking to hit this. We see the scout from Skady already spotting player's food gathering operation here, and his player have a hero eye. He doesn't have a hero eye. Only 4 villagers on this hunt. If player had, say, 7 villagers on this hunt, I would say totally fine. That hero is going to do nothing. You can just turn around, jab at it, and take the small resource loss in favor of dealing the damage. When you think about it, every single shank that these units do onto that Theseus is a little bit of resources. The Theseus costs 150 resources, so it's almost like 1 HP is a little bit more than, or a little bit less than a resource, and these do something near 8. Ooh, almost gets the that's hilarious. Almost gets the ghost building there from player, as the Theseus is still trying to find his way in here. Well, you have to click on him though. Skady's micro is quite good, and that's going to force player away, but again, I feel like it doesn't matter. Just stay there, fight, wait for your Ajax to come out. You'll be totally fine. and he's deciding against it. There's the Zom. Zom. Sentinels come down, going to hit that Theseus for a lot of damage. 12.10 damage, but that's damage per second, and the Sentinel shoots a little bit slower, I believe. I don't think I have the information here, but I don't think it shoots one arrow every second, so it's a little bit more than the 12.10 every shot. Someone in the chat might know the actual stats of the Sentinel, but not me. Stable coming up now for Skady, going double stable with the immediate medium Hippocon, which I love. I think getting your medium upgrades immediately is generally good. Sometimes getting out units early, if you can find the places to attack, is fine. But generally speaking, I think early medium upgrades for your cavalry is very, very good. Players grabbing his settlement here, and this is going to be interesting because I feel like this map here that players being gifted is not a 2-town center map. He's already on his goats. Does he have husbandry? He doesn't have husbandry. If you don't have husbandry, you should eat chicken. Chicken gather at the same rate as herdables without husbandry. And the 10% gives the herdables a bonus. So those are very, very important. And here is the problem the player is going to come into. He's not going to be able to gather food from these zebra. In fact, losing a villager here as well. He is not going to be able to gather enough food from these zebra, especially when Hippolyta comes in here. I'm surprised to see no Hippolyta from Skady in this fight just now. But these villagers not going to be able to gather, and that means that TSM players got this 700 resource building here, giving him nothing, and players going to have to build farms very, very soon. Unlike last game, only 5 villagers on the wood right now, so it's really difficult to get those farms out, and like 10 villagers on food means player can afford to build from both town centers here, but he's about to run out of it, which is the big problem. We do see a military academy coming up now for player. Again, dead set on those hoplites. We'll see if it works out for him in this game, but I don't know why you'd be even attempting food-based units when you know you're not going to get any hunt here from the aggression that Skady's showing here. We see Chiron making his way back into his base, and having that granary lost does kind of mean that player is probably never going to get that town center there. Do you see the Hippocon traded a lot of HP there for the Chiron's HP? We'll see the villager retreating away from this gold mine. Player does not need a lot of gold at this point. This is one thing that that the really top tier Greek players do incredibly well. They don't over gather on the gold, and probably maybe 2 villagers on gold at this point wouldn't be a bad idea, but no more at this point because you need to be building the farms out. Does he have plow? Doesn't have plow, so that's maybe a little bit more. Let's get plow out first, and then you're okay. He did get another upgrade there. He got husbandry, so that's good. And now we see the Hippocon coming around this side. Nice wall from player, creating a gate, forcing these Hippocon away so they cannot hit this location. Really nice building placement from player, actually. And now he's moving over onto this wood line. Very dangerous wood line here. Potentially a wall out this way and then into the granary may make this safe, but the Hippocon can make their way inside here, so that may be difficult. Unfortunately for player, his villagers are sitting idle here for a little bit. We do see that the Hippolyta comes in, but the range of this Sentinel is enough to defend this. With 22 range, it's completely fine. We see the Hippocon going after it, though. You cannot repair this Sentinel, so that's going to be a really smart play there from Skady. Pushing off this gold mine means that effectively here, Skady gets a gold starve onto player until this watchtower is upped. Get this watchtower up is fine. This one's going to go down because player didn't put wall chips around this. Do we see watchtowers coming through? No, we're seeing more and more of those farms coming down, it looks like. We just see a second military coming down. We've got 16 villagers on food, 20 villagers on wood, and 0 on the gold here. Surprised to see player not going after the watchtowers here, just to make sure that he holds on to this gold mine. I guess he can sneak this gold over here, but Skady is always on top of this. Look, he's got his Catastropus on patrol here. Is it on patrol? It must be on patrol. Yeah, it's on patrol. He's checking between the town center and the gold mine here. So we'll notice that that's there. Immediately come over onto that location, preventing the gold from being grabbed. Really smart play by Skady here. And not only that, he's got his centaur over here preventing these zebra from being grabbed and everything else. So now we see Hippocon coming down to this location. We see the catastrophes getting sniped. Do the villagers run away? They do run away. Really, really smart retreat path here from player. We'll see if Skady can find them, but looks like, oh, he's going for this gold mine. That's not... Well, he loses one villager. I don't know about going for this gold mine. He'll try and grab it, I guess. Villagers over here on this gold mine here. We see the centaur preventing that one. Meanwhile, villagers returning to the home gold mine for player. He is going to be able to continue here. At this point, we see this is the Hippocon coming in, checking this wood line, but player one step in front, already moved back onto this location. Already have a good amount of villagers over here. Player 500 wood in the bank, still needs to make more farms, needs to get out. Well, he's got his plow, just needs to make more farms at this point. Take these villagers off of this wood line here. Make those farms over on this location. The Hippocon do prevent this gold mine from being grabbed for a little bit longer, but for some reason, player moving forward with these units. Skady hits Aphrodite. Skady throwing down his second town center as well. That's going to give Skady access to curse, access to divine blood, and more importantly, access to Nemean lions while player is stuck in the classical age. And this is going to be a super strong army for Skady. We see the curse being used onto the villagers. Really interesting decision there from Skady, because well, how many villages is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's probably only 7. One of those or 2 of those were military units here, but at least 6 villagers get killed instantly there. But this gives a lot of food over to player to gather from here. But meanwhile, we see the hoplites and everything coming onto this location, but player is never going to be able to prevent that, and he does decide in that moment that he's misstepped one too many times, decides to tap out here. GG, well played by Skady. This one all came down to a strategy choice based on the map, and it did not make sense to go for the 2 town centers here as Hades with this poor hunt here, this poor hunt over here. No hunt near your town centers. Poor amount of herdables as well. And also, funnily enough, a poor gold mine here in the front. I mean, you could have overcome the poor gold mine with wall segments on this and watchtowers, but did not go for it. And in the end, player does fall here, and Skady goes up 2 games to 1 here in this best of 9. If you're enjoying these games, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.